Welcome back. We are about the same place we've been before, but I did a little bit of kind of designing this place. Because I was like, where do I want to go? So I essentially just paved out some paths. I did a bit of villager trading to get like a little bit of these guys started. I faxed that in because it was iron and it was cheap. I haven't done it to him because he's useless, and I got a mending book guy who I've traded with a bit just to kind of give him, just because I need a mending book. I've only gotten one so far on this guy, but that's not really the plan for today. The plan for today is something a little different. It's to start building the roads and paths and such. So all the white wool is where I want to start putting paths. So far we have it around, it's like out and around, and then back that way. But I want to kind of start making this just a path, because I think a path will help visualize like where I can put things. And also there kind of already are a bunch of like natural paths like this one that I've just gotten from like cutting down trees and things. So we're going to start here and just kind of dig stuff up. And I'm going to kind of try and walk through what my vision for this is. Which is essentially just like carve out a big hole. Just kind of scatter stuff out. Just essentially just like sporadically putting stuff. Just to kind of see what we can get. Just kind of interspersing the mossy cobble as we go, just to like give it a little depth. I think we'll put some slabs here too, actually. So many things. It makes it a little like flow up instead of just like a thing. Because really this is like I finished the roof on that and I was like, where do I want to go next? And I was like, what if I just make areas for myself to go? So I'm not just like constantly like picking areas, going I want to go here and here. And instead like making intentional movements towards areas like here. It's like, oh, I can go this way and put something down here. Because it was essentially I was doing was building towards empty spaces. Where it's like, okay, there's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. It's like this yellow bit, it's like this could be a place. Any color that isn't white is like potential for a new place. I think we'll have a little bit of dirt left as we kind of go like out further. Some like paths maybe. Actually, let's do that. Let's try some paths. There's so many things in my inventory. Give it a little depth. And a little color variety, because these are kind of just gray. Like here. I know people like clickers and stuff for this, but I am not that advanced yet. This way, I think I have already messed up the direction, but that's fine. I will just dig out the areas and we'll kind of see where we're going to go from there. Of course it'd break like that. Yeah, I think we'll kind of we'll work more paths into like the later things. Maybe we should do this. Just because here's kind of the problem. It's like I hate these like big little edges, but we'll cross that bridge when you need to. So we're just gonna kind of keep going with this. Just give it a little gain here. Ba 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 ba. Now just keep moving along. Just all here. Because it's kind of it's like building here, the path branches off, goes on towards these farms, and then it's gonna branch off that way for stuff, and then branches off towards the other house, and essentially just kind of working with that. Give us a general direction of where I want to go. I have no idea I'm going to put in most of these spaces, but I wanted to kind of mark them out just to give myself something. Because I think when I have a space, I can like work around that space as opposed to just being like here and here. So now we'll get to dig through some of this. Probably going to take me a while, but I'll come back when it's made some progress. Look at all this progress I made. I used like a stack, at least of most of all of these, I think. So I got up to here. I might do another pass later, because there's like this, where it's like really skinny. And I kind of want to widen that. And some of them look a little too like conform, like uniform. We got a nice pass going from here. Get it out down this way. To whatever this is going to be. Go back. Go this way, which is this is the only man-made one, and I think I might like fix this because it's kind of just gross, and like this one like looks really fake. And I think I can probably just take a shovel to it and level it. Let me go down here. I need to smooth out this corner a little bit more. Kind of build this around the tree, I guess. That one down this way to the house. This one I want to make a little wider. And this like a little less like straight edged. Up here, which I'm also gonna kind of widen out, like go this way. I also want to branch off that way eventually, up to here, and then we have the start of the other one on the other side. It's a nice little. So I want to put something here too. We're gonna move these. This is our next project, is to move these guys. So we have this, and then go into here, which is gonna be whatever's gonna go over there. So the next project I wanted to do, as I said, was to move these guys, because they are kind of in the way. Where? I don't really know at the moment. Actually, yes I do. These guys, I think I want to move off this way. And kind of just fill in this area a little bit and plant them here. So essentially I'm going to build, I'll do a little rough diagram for you. Let's use cobblestone. So the entrance, that's not cobblestone. So the entrance here, so like the people entrance, go in a few blocks. Here, this is gonna be like a entry place, just kind of store stuff. And then from here, we're gonna expand out like that to kind of build it into this. But then, actually, we need like one less. We're gonna expand less here, and we'll kind of cap it off here. But then expand around like this to give it a little more like Just a little different shape. We'll come here, but meanwhile we're gonna do off this way. So this is gonna keep straight, but it's gonna actually be like fence gates or fences, so we can put the the animals in here. Because about here, let's see. This is gonna be like the split, where it's like this is the little house bit, and then this is the farm for the animals, like the animal pen, which I want to make pretty big because I want to have it like a nice area for expansion. And I'm gonna kind of just follow this curve for a little bit, and then gradually expand it to probably about here or so. Just kind of reach this natural end. That's all I have to do. And then build essentially around this. And then just kind of loop it back in eventually to here. This gives like a nice little interesting shape, and I can also like put pillars and stuff here to make it look a little less like natural. I think we've made a lot of like square buildings or like circular ones, and I kind of just want to play around with different shapes. I think it'll be fun. So the first step is I'm going to lay out the like groundwork, which should be jungle logs for this one. So we like take this into ba-bam. We're gonna need a lot of logs for this one though, so I'll probably have to go get some here a bit. Like this, and then all of these logs as well, mainly just because it's gonna be kind of a pain to deal with all of these. Like when I'm building the fences and stuff, and it's gonna be like, oh, this is not a thick enough fence, they can just walk on through. And the point is so that they don't escape. So like this is going to require a lot of wood. This little stretch here. Which is fine. There's plenty of wood around me. Yeah, I think I might move this one back, actually. Just to make this easier for me to build. So you kind of want to start getting fill this in. That's really the main priority at the moment. But I also need to like make this like a normal looking, at least some extent. That shovel. You're just gonna blend it together with the land. Because right now, it kind of isn't. I also don't want mobs getting in, even though I don't think they can. So yeah, essentially what we're gonna do is I want to work in like a more farmy style. That's not really like as specific, but to just kind of have like a different color palette, because it is. I originally used jungle wood, but I think we'll use like birch instead with this. And then like with some birch fences. And then add some more like farmy decorations and kind of make it look like an actual farm as opposed to just a building that has cows in it. Because right now the cows, because I built the curve around them, but I also think that this is a flat piece of land that I can terraform and make something actually interesting into. And then kind of whisk the animals away to the side. So I think I can also do later is something that will branch off this way. I don't know, let's take 1 second, look at this. is build the sheep pen off this other side of this and kind of shred through this and put the sheep pen branching off of like here. Because the cows are definitely getting like way more space than they need, but that's fine. At least for now. And give the sheep their own pen. Because the sheep aren't an immediate, they're not really in my immediate way. They are, but they aren't. I think I want to work and get all of these guys out before I decide to have a mass movement of animals, because it's going to take a while. Anyways, that's really my like biggest project. Is I'm kind of just intent on building right now, because it's like a moment I have time, but I don't necessarily have like enough time to commit to building like a big farm. Because like spawners, I can build in like 5 minutes. I know how to build those things the way I do them, which is probably not very efficient, but it's the way I do them. And I can do those like bang, bang, bang. I could get as many of those as I need in like a little bit. But like the more technical farms is not an area of expertise for me, so I'm still kind of learning like how to even do that. Hence why things are taking a little while, is I have to like learn how to do these things. Because I don't know how to build the copper farm with drowns. I know how to get the mobs to go in the water and go down. That is about the extent of my farm building knowledge. So to some extent it's just me also learning redstone, which is something I've been trying to learn for a while, but have not been the most successful, mainly because it's just a lot of like dedicated learning to it, which I have not done. But I can do that eventually. Because I think what I might do eventually too is turn the sheep farm into just like, or turn the sheep farm as it is now into one of those like automatic sheep farms. Because like, why not? So that we could put like in its own building, I think. If we want, actually, yeah, let's do that. We'll put that in its own building, but kind of keep it close to here. Like maybe, like we branch off this way, go up a little bit. Maybe what's over here, I don't really know. But it like, actually let's probably put it on like this side. This side looks a little cramped. And here I'll probably put like a tree or something, just to a little flow. So you got some plans, I think. It's really just kind of deciding where I want to put things. Because like here is fine, and this isn't doing anything wrong. I just kind of want it to be not here. Because I want to slowly transition away from a horde of animals into just something I can leave on for a bit. Because I think I can make maybe 2 sheep farms. Is have like the free roaming one over there, but I could also want to move some down to like an AFK spot, because I think what I also want to have is like the dedicated, just like AFK areas where it's like I go here to wait for zombies to go. While I'm doing that, there's also like sheep being harvested, or like this, and this. Just kind of having other things besides just like one resource at a time. Like really putting in an effort to like make the use of a space. Because like a sheep farm is not very efficient more often than not. Like I can leave that running with a couple colors and just like do other things while I wait. Because that's not going to hurt me to just like sit there and get a bunch of extra wool while I wait like an hour or so just AFKing at a zombie farm. Because I go to that farm a fair bit because I need a lot of enchantments. I kind of want to keep this here, but I kind of don't. Think about it. It's really just a lot of... I think I just need to kind of pick up a thing and stick with it. And just kind of look for a design, be like, this is what I want to do. And then commit. Because right now I'm kind of just wishy-washy in a lot of ideas. Because I kind of do want to go with the flow of what I'm doing, but I also like, I'm realizing that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Because I am a big world to work with, and I am one person. Where do I want to cut down? I'm trying to get like small trees out of the way. Over here, get rid of some of these guys. This guy I don't want. I know I don't want this guy. I already was like, you're kind of annoying. Take him down. Because here I also don't want to get rid of every tree. Like I do kind of want to keep some like natural plant life. Because I think it adds to the aesthetic of it, but I also don't want to have to deal with like hitting a vine every time I'm walking, because that is really annoying. So instead we're going to kind of do a mix of both. Or I'll just plant big trees and make those the centerpieces of it all. I think we'll do this wood. I don't think we have enough. Actually, I think we do. Yeah, we do. Nice. So that's the like frame built. I maybe still have some birch fences. Oh, actually, this doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Because this is gonna be fences. That'll be like all be fences. It's just here that I might need to work with. Let's see how jungle planks look. They're probably gonna look pretty good considering they're the complementary. Yeah, I think we can just do jungle planks for this bit. Which probably means we need to do jungle fences for all of it. Which is fine, that's not the end of the world. It's about form, or not form, this is about function, not form. Which is a lie, it's very much about form. Oh, this place looked nice at the beginning. That's even actually that doesn't need to be there. Just the double doors, because why not? This is one of the big like Minecraft things I do, is to like build out. And I try to like fill in around this just to make it look a little. Because it's very easy to just make it look like a hole in the ground, and I think it's kind of good to make an effort to like fill in these holes if you're gonna work here. Because that looks a little less like I just picked a hole and dug in it. It looks sort of like it was part of there and I built around it. Which is usually what you want. Look like it belongs here. And this is just kind of like just more make it look a little look normal. But it's just fully. I can do this. Probably the best way to do it. It's not actually going to be that. I think it's turning out it'll look pretty good, I think. I think my next like biggest area of improvement for Minecraft building is like roofs. I think that's an area I'm really just like not great with. Cause it's kind of just like hard to make them, I guess. Like not like difficult, but it's like just kind of weirdly shaped. I gotta kind of be like cognizant of where I'm building things. Cause like here, I'm probably make a simple roof, but like here I could make like an actual roof. But then there's like this, where it's like I can't really do an actual roof because it'll just get in the way. Those are the thoughts that go through my head. So now we're going to do very quickly. This is probably going to go horribly wrong. Actually, we're going to I have a bad feeling about this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to slowly cut back their farm. So we're going to need to, like, luckily for me, they're really just entirely too much in the way. Okay, that kind of worked. So you can do this for a little bit. So that is good, I think. They can free roam for a bit. I don't really care if like a couple get out. I just want to start like giving kind of proof of concept, I guess. We're gonna take this too. And look at that, another space just for one last fence gate. I kind of like this, so I'm kind of going for. So I think we'll start work on that in the next episode. For now, I need to get the resources to actually build it. I was kind of just planning it for now, and then I was gonna go see where inspiration would take me. But that's all for now. Bye.